You should be open to your foldable on page 59, and we are first looking at parallel lines. You talked about in warm-up, but parallel lines have the same slope. Make sure you are copying down what I am writing down. Parallel lines never touch. We're looking for this symbol. What we want to do is use the given equation to identify the slope. This is the only information that we need. If need be, convert your equation into slope-intercept form. Make sure you are substituting the slope in for m. Substitute in the given point to x1, y1. This part has not changed. X and y are left by themselves. So again, the only thing getting replaced is y1 and x1. Remember, these two lines mean that we are looking for a line that is parallel. Okay, parallel has two L's in it. We're looking for parallel. So parallel means that it is the same slope. Here's my slope. So my parallel slope would be -3. And then we want to use the ordered pair that was given. So we have y1 becomes 2. My slope is the same slope. So we have -3. And x1 is 4. So our point slope form, we have y minus 2 is equal to -3 times the quantity x minus 4. Okay, parallel, again, means that we want the same slope. Practicing that converting still. So to get that into slope-intercept form, remember slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So you all are getting pretty good at this. Distribute our -3. Add 2 to both sides. Y equals -3x plus 14 would be parallel to the original equation, same slope. Okay. The second one, we need to know what the slope is. Remember, we want this, so we're looking for parallel. Which means we want the same slope. So in order to find our slope here, we're going to have to do -2x on both sides. So we have -5y equals -2x plus 15. Okay, we moved our 2x over. Divide by -5, divide by -5, divide by -5. Y equals 2 over 5x minus 3. And so once again, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it. So our parallel slope, we want to have the same slope we said. So our parallel slope is going to be 2 over 5. Here's x1, here's y1. So we have y minus -4. Same slope. So 2 over 5, x minus 10. Okay, parallel lines, just hitting it one more time. Parallel lines, always the same slope. So point slope form, we've got y, double negative becomes a positive. We want to change that into slope intercept form, do our distributive property. Let's see here. 2 over 5 times 10 over 1, negative 10 becomes negative 20 over 5, which equals -4. Subtract 4 from both sides. Y equals 2 over 5x minus 8. The last thing that we're going to talk about, so perpendicular lines. And again, we talked about this during warm-up, but as a reminder, the only thing that's new when writing the equations today, perpendicular lines have opposite reciprocal slopes. And perpendicular lines look like this. So opposite reciprocal is positive, turns to a negative, and we flip our fraction. If it's a negative, it's going to turn to a positive, and we're going to flip our fraction. Negative, we're going to change it to a positive, and we're going to flip our fraction. Our steps to do this, so again, it's the same thing that we just did for parallel lines. It's the same thing that we've been doing. The only thing that's different is now we have opposite reciprocal slopes. So first step, we need to identify the slope. If need be, change it into slope-intercept form. Substitute your slope in for m. And we're going to put our point into x1, y1. So again, y1 becomes a number, m becomes a number, and x1 becomes a number. None of that has changed. X and y are being left alone. A line, so this is going to be perpendicular to -4x plus 6. Perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocal. So since it's a negative, it's going to become a positive. And since it's 4 over 1, my perpendicular slope is going to become 1 over 4. Opposite reciprocal. Y1 is 5. My slope is 1/4. And x1 is -8. So in point slope form, we have y minus 5 equals 1/4 x plus 8. The only part that's new today is our slope perpendicular opposite was a negative became a positive, and we flip our fraction. Changing that into slope intercept form. Let's distribute our 1/4. this line would be perpendicular to that first equation that they gave us. Our first one would be going like this, a little bit steeper, and then the one that we just did, it would kind of form that T. Okay, second one, we want a line, again, this means that it's going to be perpendicular to this equation going through this point. Well, we need to know what our slope is. So our perpendicular slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal. Since it's a positive, it's going to become a negative, and we need to flip our fraction. So in point slope form, we know the slope and we know our point. So we have y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1 y minus 13 equals negative 2/3 x plus 6. Change that into slope-intercept form. So negative 2/3 times 6/1. Get y by itself.